Yo guys, today I'm going to be making a beat for Slime Language 2. This is Young Thug's new project featuring the collective Young Slime Language or Young Stoner Life, something like that. It's like the people you already know, Young Thug, Gunna, Lil Keed, Future, just some fire people. The album was pretty fire. There were some trash songs on it. But the album was pretty fire. So I'm gonna break down how I made this beat, but I haven't arranged it yet. I just made this and I just listened to the album. So let's get into it.
Selah, you did that.
Shout out to Selah, this beat from Toronto. If you don't know him, go give him a follow. Put in that work, I need bucks like a Bronco. Ain't talking money, I don't want the comp.
So the first thing I did was I got this little brass thing. This is from a one-shot kit. It's just a little brass. Yeah, so what I did was I first put down these chords, right? Right, and then I added these bottom notes. It's a little low, but other brasses will be layering it. So I just thought of this little melody as just starting on F and then going up to C and then going back down to F and basically doing that whole thing until it goes up here. Very simple and pretty catchy, right? And it kind of reminds me of Hot by Gunna or that other song Came and Saw by Roddy Rebel. So the effects I added on the first brass were this. All I added was EQ, not that much. Cut out the lows and then turned it down a little bit. So that's the first brass part. Then the second thing I added was this other brass. It's basically just a bunch of brass stuff. I really like this brass sound. It's kind of long and sustained, and this is just giving some low end to the beat, following the same root notes as the chords I did on the last trumpet. The effects I added to this, also just EQ. Next thing I added was this weekend brace, following the same bottom pattern from that other brass. I can't even speak.
That you could.
Now what I did here is I layered two different brass. So the first one sounds like this, second one sounds like this. One of them is from the Nico one-shot kit. One's from Expand, a very cheap plugin but very powerful. It's like kind of lower cost Omnisphere. 3 trumpets sustained is the preset I use. I went to brass plus woodwind and then 3 trumpets sustained. Yeah, so the two of those just have the same pattern as the bottom note of the last one. This is what both of them together sound like. So for these melodies, you definitely want to go up and then down and up and down, kind of like a roller coaster effect, going up and down. It'll make YSL or Wheezy or those types of melodies sound really good. The next thing I added was this little LSD brass. It's not really a brass, I guess it could be, but it's like a higher pitched lead kind of. What I did here is I slid up the scale back up to the F. I don't know why I said S. How I did that, there's multiple ways you can do it. You could either click every note in, or you can layer every single note like this and then select all of them and do all S, and it'll basically strum it for you and it'll make it lead up to that. So that's how I did it with this one. Slit. The effects I had on the lead were EQ, cut out the lows, made these frequencies better, put down this OCS45 and put it on Dirty Groove. This is kind of like an oversampled lo-fi plugin. Put on June Chorus, very good plugin. Final thing I added was these strings. These strings are so sexy. They're like angelic kind of. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Panning them left and right. Ooh. It's like some old school trap song. Yeah, the old heads gonna love this one. But yeah, it's just the same chords, just plucking them. You can do this by making a normal chord, elongate it until where you want, and then doing Alt U. Change the time mule and accept. And then you can shorten it by doing Shift D, and it'll basically shorten them, and you'll have the same effect. The effects I added on this were pancake to pan it, and then some EQ to raise these frequencies. So that's basically the whole melody part. This is what they would all sound like together. So now for the drums. Basic drums, snare, classic double hit for trap beats. Clap is just a basic clap bounce. You don't need complicated claps and snares for these beats. Now the hi-hat, this should be complicated. This is what I did. So you want a lot of rolls. So for now, we're gonna ignore this bottom part. What I did here was basically two-step hi-hat pattern and change the velocity. So on the second one, it doesn't hit as hard. And I added some rolls going up, changing the velocity so it also leads up. Or here, I did a double roll going down, change the velocity. Just change the velocities and make the hi-hat patterns crazy, but not too crazy, if you know what I mean. So this one's going down, this one's going up. It's starting from above, but it's going down too. This one's also going down. Changing the pitch of the hi-hats and making them leading up to different pitches is a good way to make your hi-hats for this beat. Now for the bottom, these are kind of like accent hits to add some more percussive elements, kind of. I made these with triplets, so you can change the time by going to this magnet thing and then doing 1/3 beat, because YSL beats have a lot of triplets in them a lot, so I changed this to triplet and made this little pattern. Next thing I added was this open hat, very basic pattern, and then finally I added this little snare roll. Now for the time y'all been waiting for, the 808s. These 808s smack harder than my mom did when she beat me. These 808s so hard. From Nick Mira's Touch Volume 1 kit, I think. It's called Baby 808. This is what the 808s sound like. So, first part, just basic 808, and then shorten these. So it's kind of like a stutter, and then this, and then here, stutter, that, then triplet, leading up to that, right? This is the same note as that, I just pitched it up, so I like doing that for the second part of the 808, just gives it some variation. Then here going up, because the chord changes, and then same triplet at the end except for a double hit here. Now with the kick has the same pattern, but there are some variations. Here I made it a double hit, hit before the 808, now all the drums together. Ooh, ooh. That bounce. See, a lot of things just fill in the empty pockets, but you want to leave room for the rapper, obviously. So this is everything together. Ooh, ah, ooh. So guys, that's the full loop, I guess. I'll arrange this and I'll put the link in the description to the full beat when it's done. But this is pretty fire. It's not that hard to make beats for YSL. Basically, a catchy, repetitive brass pattern, some hard-hitting 808s. The 808s and hi-hats gotta be pretty complicated. The rest of the drums, very simple. And that's pretty much all. Hope you guys like this video. If you really like, leave a like and subscribe. Comment what you guys would like me to do next. My sound kit, Selah Sounds March, is gonna be down below in the description. And I might add this loop to the Selah Sounds April. Who knows? Follow me on Twitch for when I stream and make beats live. And I'll see you guys next time.
I do this shit with no pressure. Run up the backers and put up the extra. You cannot step with the steppers. You can put dirt on a nigga that's clean. You cannot run up and check us. I want the slime, my twin, he bleed. I 25 shooters on the spring. Brought brand new kicks with guts and beams. I can make a movie, make a scene. I put the gun on repeat. Only a married to jeans. And hold my gun when I lean. Come a little bitch, don't talk. Come a little bitch, don't speak. Look at my drip when I walk. Slide me like butter and weed. I left that bitch in the bed and jumped in the worry that hop in these streets. I'm on my way to the store. I'm geeking off meds like who on the lane. That nigga get to the bridge. Can't fuck with that bitch cause she trash. In 3 weeks